everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm back. This is Ritnika and I'm trying another webinar because hey, why not, right? It is kind of fun to experiment with this and I have to do all of these readings, so I figured I might as well do this through one of these softwares and see how it works out. So this is my healing room. I'm going to do a proper reading for you guys today. For those of you that don't know, my name is Ritnika and you have reached Natural Vibration. Natural Vibration is my wellness company, and what I do under this banner is I do oracle card readings. I am a life coach. I do EFT and NLP sessions on Zoom, Skype, etc. I also do sound healing and spiritual healing. So if any of you are interested in booking a private session with me, you can inbox me or you can reach out to me on my website, naturalvibrations.in. Sorry, naturalvibrations.in. And yeah, so today I'm going to do something for the 8-8 portal, which is the 8th of August. For those of you that don't know, 8-8 is actually a very powerful time. There is sort of like an energetic portal opening at this time. And for all of us, whether you believe in it or not, whether you feel it or not, there are some changes happening. And it would be good to see what is being changed, fixed, developed, for us. So we're going to do a reading for the 8-8 portal. This is for everyone that is watching. These are general readings, so may not apply. Just all of it may not apply to you. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Like I said, you can book private readings, which are more specific. These aren't love readings or anything like that. Wow, this fell out before I could even ask a question. But this is just for everyone, for your spiritual growth, for your general well-being. So let's ask the universe, all right? So, universe, what's in store for everyone for the 8-8 portal? Wow, look at the energies, guys. Oopa, all right. Lots of energies, lots of, look at that. Look at the coloring. We got 2 blues. All right. The first one that flipped out before I even started, so obviously it has a deeper meaning, is the 5th house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. So that's the 5th house. To me, this is all about your creativity. This is all about things that make you happy, and it's definitely about love. So the first thing that is definitely changing for us during this portal time is the fact that we might be focusing more on things that kind of bring us joy, whether it is a creative pursuit, whether it is love. So if there's some blockages in that path, maybe you've been trying to pursue a hobby, a new career path, something artistic, or something just for fun because you're overworked and overtired, or you're hoping for love, well, things are about to change. Then we've got Pluto. And by the way, speaking of love, if you haven't seen my love reading, I did post that already. So if you haven't seen that, please check that out as well. That was very, very good. Then we've got Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. Yeah, I definitely feel August is a very big month for all of us. This is telling us that we're going through massive amounts of transformation. It's going to be as if there's a new self being born. So whatever issues from the past that you've been holding on, any blockages that were in your way, all of that is changing. We're now heading towards a new beginning of sorts. And this is not just to do with love and work and finances or anything like that. This is to do with ourselves, with who we are, the basis of our being. And at the end of it all, we just want to grow. We want to become better versions of ourselves. And that's what this portal is going to allow us to do. We also have Cancer. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. And then we've got Pisces. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, forgiving. It confuses and softens resolves. Now, both of them are very similar in coloring, very similar in vibe. I'm sure if you guys look at these cards, you're going to get something out of, from both of them, similar sense. The Cancer card is all about your emotional, loving self. There could be some relationships with a mother figure that needs healing. I know the love reading had pregnancy come up a bunch of times. So this could also be relationships with wanting to have a child that could also be worked on or healed. There is this energy is a lot, it's very loving, caring, that mother energy. And that's what's changing at this time. Maybe whatever that was holding us back needed us to kind of have that loving energy. And now we've got Pisces. So we spoke about this. It talks about wistful, endless loving, compassionate, forgiving. So this is people who might be holding a grudge, something that's been holding you back, something that you've been angry with people. There is this level of compassion, of sensitivity, of love coming in through this portal. So I do feel this is a big, big energy shift for a lot of us. There are a lot of things in our lives that where we might need to be more forgiving, where we might want to kind of be more sensitive and caring, where we want to pursue things that make us happy and kind of, evolve and change and be better versions of ourselves, right? So let's get some more clarity. Oh, I didn't get any water. Of course, I didn't get any water. This is what I do every time. I got the camera set up, got the mic set up, got the lights set up, got the cards, meditated, and I forgot the water. All right. Dear universe, what's in store? What's changing? What's happening in the 8-8 portal for all my viewers? The crown chakra. Look at that. So I watch a lot of my fellow readers, and I know a lot of the international ones call it chakra. And I kind of just want to say it's chakra, chakra actually, but chakra, it's CH, like choice. It's not sure, it's not chakra. I know it's no big deal, but it just kind of gets to me. I'm just like, guys, because chakra means something in Hindi, right? So it's like you're mispronouncing the word. Anyway, what else is in store? So random thought. Sorry about that. All right, guys. All right, rest and reconsider, but it was reversed. I'm going to take this one as reversed, but I could, we'll see how it goes. What else is in store? What's changing in 8 portal universe? Teach. Ooh, that's good. I'm a teacher. New vitality. I'm going to put this up front as well. We'll go into both avenues. Darkest fear. Ooh, I get it. Oh, look at that. Dreams coming true. Okay. So we've got the crown chakra, rest and reconsider, teach, new vitality. I think new vitality came in the love reading as well. Darkest fears, dreams coming true. Now, what's going to happen during this portal is we're definitely going to be having major upgrades, all right? All our fears, all our insecurities, they're going to start popping up. All right, guys, so be prepared. This is not a bad thing. They're coming up so we can finally release it. There's something called shadow work. Shadow work is when we bring to light everything that we've been holding down, where we're not really addressing issues. A lot of times there's so much going on with us and we don't like to face things. It's easier to pretend like they're not happening, easier to not deal with certain emotions, certain issues from our childhood, from our past relationships with our past situations, that we pretend everything's okay. That whole let's be positive, that's all well and good. But if you're not going to work on your shadow self, if you're not going to heal whatever is lying underneath it, your fears, your insecurities, your doubts, your hurt feelings, all of that, it's going to keep popping up in different situations. That's one of the things I do in my sessions with EFT and stuff, is when someone's facing anxiety, depression, blockages in manifesting whatever they want, all of this has something to do with the fact that you haven't healed your deepest fears, your deepest wounds. And I feel like that's what's going to surface at this time, and is going to surface so it can be healed, so it can be transformed. All right. The universe doesn't want you to hold on to the negativity anymore. The universe doesn't want you to be held back by anything that is not serving you well. All right. So that's what is coming. It's going to come back up, and all those things you've been trying to pretend like it doesn't exist. Maybe it's family, maybe it's something that was a fight or an argument, maybe it's your passions, maybe it's your career, that is your hobbies, maybe it's love. All of that is going to pop back up. But this is time for massive upgrades. The crown chakra is all about you expanding your mental, your spiritual energy, your connection to the divine. You're going to have massive, massive upgrades. And this is good. When this comes up, it's going to make you realize why these things happen. Another thing is that, a lot of shit happens in our lives, all right? A lot of shit happens in all our lives in different formats, right? Something really bad for me could be average for you, and something really horrible for you would be nothing for me. We cannot judge what is bad for somebody or how deep or meaningful their pain is, right? That is one thing we need to stop doing. We need to stop being like, oh, your pain is not that important, because we don't know how that affects them, right? Everybody has different karmic stuff to heal. And for some people, there are certain triggers that are in our lives that come up, certain situations come up so that they can teach us a bigger, broader lesson. And that is what's happening. When these things come back up and you start clearing them and you start connecting to your higher self, you're going to now realize why certain circumstances in your life had to happen, why that dream job didn't come about, why you couldn't make things work with a particular person, whatever it is, why it wasn't the right time then. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen now, but why it didn't work out in the past is because there is lessons that were meant to be learned. And that's what's going to come about. That's what's going to be kind of brought about at this time. So, which is why the universe is saying that you might need to take a little bit of rest. So, keep in mind around August 8th, couple of days before, couple of days after, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling emotional, if you're feeling low, it's normal, it's natural. Take it easy. Maybe you might want to take the day off from work. Maybe you might want to stay away from people that kind of drive you a little crazy, because you may not be able to handle it at that time. At this time, the good thing to do is to connect with your higher self, meditate, sit in peace, take a saltwater bath, take a tub bath if that is something you like doing, take a walk with nature, listen to soft music, play music if that is something you do, draw. I mean, do things that make you feel good, all right? Because there is massive expansion happening. But don't fear, because look what we have after that. We've got new vitality. And the new vitality card is telling me that once you go through this, when the darkest fears pop up, rather than running away from it, you actually decide to look at them for what they were and what they are. You're going to learn the lessons, and then the shadow self will not have any power over you, because you would have brought it to light, right? So once you have faced your deepest fears, when you talk about facing your fears, it's very simple. For example, I'm going to give you a very random, simple example. Why does one feel jealous? One doesn't feel jealous because that person has something and I don't have it. When you feel jealous, it tells us what? That I think I will never have what that person has. It's not about the other person, it's about you. And when you start asking yourself, why am I jealous? Okay, why wouldn't I have what that person has? Then you start asking the right questions and you will start getting answers. Whoa, for example, that person has, I don't know, a great job. And you're like, oh, she's so this, she's so that, you're bitching about them, whatever. Deep down, you're jealous. So when you ask yourself, okay, why am I truly jealous? You can be like, it's maybe because a part of me feels that I would never have what that person has. And then you ask yourself, but why do I feel that way? or maybe because I don't think I can amount to something, or maybe I'm not very good at working, or maybe I'm just, somebody told me when I was younger that I was a useless person. I don't know, I'm just randomly spitballing. But there are also different kind of scenarios that will pop up. So it's always good to ask yourself, why do I feel this particular emotion? All right. Why am I feeling this? Why am I feeling certain things? What does that signify? How does that relate to me? And when you start asking yourself these questions, that's when things kind of, you know, come out, and then you get over it. So you're going to have new vitality. New vitality is all about light and energy and new life coming into something that was old. So again, going back to the transformation card, both of them talk about how things are changing, moving, and guess what that's going to lead to? Dreams coming true. So whether your dream is for that perfect job, that money, that career, that love, that abundance, that happiness, it's all going to manifest. All right. So if you're feeling a bit low during this time, just know what this is, what's happening, and this is what you kind of need to go through. All right. So we're gonna now take some advice from the Lightworker deck for everyone for the 8-8 portal. That's too many cards. Whee, look at that. Okay, the first advice for you all. Sorry, I keep doing this. My computer randomly shuts off. I should change the setting. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is a big one for all of us. Don't you agree? This is something we have all faced. Boundaries. So what this card is saying, that the first advice for you during the 8-8 portal is to start making healthy boundaries. What are boundaries? Boundaries are when we let people take advantage of us, where we get too affected with how people behave with us, what they say, how they do things. It's about not letting other people's bullshit affect our mental peace. All right. Not giving. Look at this card. Explain it. Like everyone's taking, pulling on your energy. So you have to work on creating healthy boundaries where you're like, no, I don't want to overwork. I need some me time. I don't have time to, I don't want to have to do everything you tell me to do. Your energy is negative and I need to kind of keep myself away from that. Whatever it is at the end that is pulling you back, that is screwing with your energy, that is not letting you feel complete, you need to start making healthy boundaries. All right. What else? Trust the niggle. What's the niggling feeling trying to tell you? This card is all about trusting your intuition. You know, so I've been seeing a lot of posts about, hey, I want to learn to be an oracle card reader. Can someone teach me? You know, yes, I've learned a lot of healing techniques from different healers and shamans and everything. But when it came to tarot or whatever, oracle, because I do oracle, not tarot, is no one had to teach me that. What they taught me was to trust my intuition. We are all born healers. We are all intuitive people. All right. That gut feeling you get when you're about to pick up, when you know something's going to happen, or you pick up the phone to call someone and that person calls you instead. Or you think of something and 2 seconds later you're like, hey, right, it's right there. That's also law of attraction, but it's also your intuition. All right. So what the universe is saying is that we are all powerful creators and manifestors and healers and enlightened beings. And we need to start trusting our gut. During this time, our mental energy is going to pull out all our fears. The ego mind is going to drive us insane for a couple of days. You have to just remind yourself, this is not the reality. This is the past shit coming back up, so you can deal with it, figure out what the lesson was in every situation, every relationship, every situation that has gone in a particular way. It's here to teach us a lesson. We're not born on this planet to wake up, be born, die, work. I mean, do the basic bullshit thing. No, there's something much deeper here. We're here to learn. We're here to evolve. So this is just teaching us stuff. So just remind yourself that, all right? Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So what this card is telling you is that whatever is going on, whatever your gut is saying, your gut is the way the universe speaks to you. Whether you believe in universe, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Yoda, I mean, I am fluid. I don't, I just believe in that there's an energy out there. But this can apply to you in every way that it works. There are no laws, there are no judgments. So whatever you believe in, just know that that entity, that energy, that person, that situation, that I don't know what you want to call it, I guess energy, is guiding you throughout this process. So if something is happening in a particular way, just know that you are protected and you are guided at this whole time, during this whole time. All right. You have nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing to fear. Now I'm going to pull one card, which is going to talk about. I wanted to see if I could get questions on Facebook, but I have to open Facebook and I don't want to do that right now. It's too much work. All right, where's my book? All right, this is the Oracle of the Dragon Fate. This was actually the first deck I ever got. It's a very powerful deck. And this was suggested to me by my healer guru. His name is Chris Eagle. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram. He actually also does shamanic healing. He really taught me a lot of things, and it's a good friend. All right. Okay, look at that. Dear universe, what advice can you give to everyone for the portal? All right. So we've got fly high, the guardians. And then we've got Lady Luna's magic, synchronized with lunar time and energy. Okay, I don't know if there are any eclipses happening in August. That might be good to check. But all right, I'm going to read this from the book. I won't read the whole thing because it can be very long, but I'm going to do a quick read. Travel, change of address or circumstance. Be prepared to carry what you feel is yours forth into the new place that is calling you in the new world. Look at that. Transformation, movement. A new time, a shedding of your sacred place skin, a return to an ancient home, a calling to a future self, and an answer. Help from powerful companions when it comes to relocating, friendships in faraway places, astral traveling to lands that are sometimes known as fantasy realms, but which are in fact dimensional realities you have access to now. Ask the Dragon Fae to carry you safely there and back. Promotions, recognition, increase in attention in your career. Wow. So that's going back to dreams coming true. So what the overall message from this card is that there's going to be changes. This could be physical changes where you might be moving to new places. You might be having emotional and spiritual changes where you're becoming a new version of yourself. You might also have things happening overseas. I know, travel is locked down right now, but hey, you never know how things are going to, move and evolve in the next few months. And, there might be news from abroad. You might have chances of new friendship, chances of promotion, money, etc. So it's going to be big, all right? And these cards are very powerful, the Dragon Fae for sure. And they're basically reiterating everything that this is saying. And you see me, I'm pulling these cards live. So it's all happening in front of you guys. And now we have Lady Luna. Okay, I'm going to read the longer version of this, all right? You know that I shine upon this earth and that we belong to each other. Yet you have disconnected for all your knowledge when only a few moments spent beneath my rays would cleanse your entire energy field, assisting you in shining your light at the full moon. And with my dark time, you may go within and find the secrets you have kept from yourself and look at them without blame or fear. See, going back to the secrets, looking back within you. So I ask you now, as my moon Dragon Fae fly above me, sending the energy ever turning to connect with me, Lady Luna. When you do connect, you will be more complete, and the yearning and sense of hopelessness that I feel from you from time to time will ease, be soothed, and finally dissolve. Take my healing powers and light as yours, as they are. Reflect upon me, and I will reflect upon you. And your dreams and visions will gain in clarity, strength, and power, all the while keeping you safe and grounded. My light has shone over the dragon fae, the magical world, the beings you call humans, and all of those animal and plant kingdom. Please let us be friends and companions once again. Do not be afraid of my light and my nighttime self, for you are the same as me, and we are both older. So what this card is saying is moon cycles are to be worked with at this time. Others feeling that your new magical behaviors and practices are lunacy, understanding your nighttime self, receiving messages from crystals from which the moon is composed, and discovering far more about your true and hidden self. See, going back to your darkest fear card, introducing others to how to her work, beginning new projects at the new moon, working with completion at the full, going within when she is waning and going to dark. So what this card is telling us is that at this time, it's important for you to pay attention to the moon cycle and also to trust and connect to your higher self. Connect to Grandma Moon, as we say, and understand what she's trying to tell you. You know, people don't believe this, but you get affected when there's a full moon or when there's a new moon or when there's an eclipse. All right, think about it. If the ocean gets affected, their tides change according to the moon, then why wouldn't we get affected? I know during full moon or new moon, my I definitely, can't sleep. I suffer from insomnia, but my manifesting powers, my healing powers definitely increase. And when there is an eclipse, oh my God, depending on how it is, I definitely have, different energy happening at this time. So definitely pay attention to how the moon affects you. Are you a night person, a day person? Why is that? If you're feeling low one day, check the moon cycle. For all you know, it's a new moon or a full moon. I mean, this happens to me a lot. I don't actually always check the moon cycle or anything like that, but the days I'm feeling like really crappy or really low, or I can't sleep and I have severe insomnia, I would just open my app and check, and it would be like a full moon or a new moon. I'm like, of course, that's the case. So, guys, I hope this was helpful. And I know I didn't schedule this live read, but this will be up on my Facebook page, Natural Vibrations, and it will also be on my YouTube page. So do subscribe to both. YouTube page is also called Natural Vibrations for those of you that are not watching this on YouTube. I hope this was helpful. Take care. Bye.